Hello, hello, hello. It is such a day, yeah. Such a mighty fine day. Yeah, yeah. Woo! Hello. Today we're going to talk about cataracts. 3.5 million people have had cataract surgery in the United States. And anyone over 65 or around that, more than 90% have had this surgery. Now, I have just joined the ranks. April 1st, it's now April 17th. April 1st, I had surgery. And take a look. Now you see it, and now you don't. Makeup. Okay? Now, I got to tell you, I'm being brave, honey, okay? Because, I want to have my makeup on. But guess what? I needed to do a video. So I decided I was going to just talk to you about things that happen to you, physical things, but also mental things that happen when we're singers, when we're artists, and we come out and we need to work. And sometimes we can't. Sometimes we just have to brace ourselves, get out there and do it like I am right now, because I did not want to do this, okay? But I'm doing it. Now, what's involved and why would I say it to you as a singer? So many singers are going to be coming to this age and they're busy. They're doing their craft. Look at all the people that are coming back and working magnificently. Billy Joel, okay? He's here now. He's not a spring chicken, and neither am I, but he's doing it. The Beatles, so many artists. And so we're going to, as artists, come across things that are physical things that we're going to have to deal with. And we're going to have to take the time to deal with that thing that happens to us and know what to do, what not to do. So many times we think, the show must go on, It has to go on. Well, there's certain things you have to look at when you're dealing with a physical impairment. So now I have gone through so much in my life with singing. I've had nodes, I've had broken blood vessels when I was a kid. Doctors hurt my voice. They caused a growth on 40% of my air passage. And this is when general surgery happened. Because in general surgery, when they completely knock you out, they put a tube so you continue to breathe. Well, they nicked my vocal folds because in order to put the tube in, you have to go back, you have to go past the vocal folds. So when you're having general surgery, let the surgeon know, okay, the anesthesiologist know that you're a singer and to be really careful, okay? They weren't careful. They damaged, in 1999, damaged my voice, but guess what? I'm back. But it took a long time physically and mentally to get things together. So sometimes things happen and you wonder what's going to happen. And right now, with the cataract surgery, everything is not perfect. And people would say, oh, everything, it's wonderful. You're going to be so happy. It's after 2 weeks and I'm going, things are still blurry. I can't see a teleprompter. Okay, so I couldn't see if I wanted to memorize everything and, not memorize rather, but, just come in front of you and read off the script. I can't do that. So if you're going to go on TV, if you're going to record and you need to look at something, you're going to have some problem. And there's going to be a period of time where it's like my eye needs to restore because it was surgery. I didn't take it as serious. I thought, oh, wow, it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Whoopie-doo, oh my gosh. No, everything isn't fine. My eye is still repairing. Plus, my body is adjusting. So, let me tell you about cataracts first. When you're going in, okay, for cataracts and you end up having the surgery, you're going to have to put drops in. So, no makeup. You don't want anything to come in your eyes. You don't want dust to come in. So you're going to have to watch what you do. And with cataracts, when you're, what are the symptoms? Well, a stoplight, I could see the stoplight, but I saw 5 other lights around it. It's like a cloud on your eye. So that's why I couldn't use a teleprompter if I wanted to, or do a bunch of videos. I just can't do them right now. I've got to know, or I've got to have a card to help me, because I'm not going to memorize all this, although I'm doing a lot of it off the cuff. You know, I am. I love to give you information. And by the way, have you thought of subscribing? You need to subscribe. You need to ring that bell if you're on YouTube, and you need to leave me a comment, okay? I need to know what you think. Have you gone through something with your life and you need to, learn how to sing again? I had to learn how to think about my singing again when the doctors did that. When I had notes, I had to readjust everything that I was doing. Mariah Carey has notes. I'm going to talk about her in another video. But how do you deal with physical impairments when you're a singer, when you're an artist? If you go on and you've got to record, you've got to go on stage. What do you do? How much time can you take off? Or you think you can't take off? Okay, so now the other thing, when you have cataracts or you're thinking, this might be happening to me, is in the evening, you can't see the lane. So it's very dangerous if you want to drive. Things are cloudy. You can't really see properly. You can't read. Okay, so then you're going to need to have this surgery. And it's scary if you don't know anything about it. And, I sort of was afraid, but because I heard so many positive things, I didn't take it as serious, actually, but I wasn't as nervous. So now, you're going to have 3 different drops to protect your eye, no infection, so there isn't inflammation, okay? And I think there's, for pain. So you have them, you've got to do them 4 times a day. And like I said, that's why there's no makeup on this eye. I couldn't stand it, so I did it on the other eye, because it's like, this is nerve-wracking, okay? As I'm doing this for you, this is nerve-wracking, but at least I can sing. It didn't affect my voice this time. And it is part of life. It happens to so many. Remember, 90% of people over the age of 65, and I'm 76, and I'm singing strong. So that's why it's about us singers, because we want to continue our craft. And in my Singing for a Lifetime group, it's a membership just for ladies. We do our singing, and I did it, I continued on. But what I did do was not go really loud and push my voice and strain or belt out, because you have your breathing muscles and your singing muscles, and you're going to be using the resonance up here. So everybody talks in your body. So there are nerve endings, there's ligaments, there's, you've got everything talking, and you don't want to push your body. Your body is restoring. It's just been invaded by a new lens. Or if there's something else that's happened, your body is going through changes, and you've got to be aware of that. So I'm being cautious now, because it's been over 2 weeks and I still have a blur happening. And I've been, I read up a little bit after the fact, and it's about a month. And sometimes there's a little bit more time, but I'm being cautious. Now, the other thing I'm being cautious about is lifting. So if you've got equipment, don't be lifting the equipment. Everything in your body is coordinated and working together. So be very careful on that, okay? Don't be lifting heavy equipment. If you have a child, you've got to get someone to help you with all of the lifting and holding that you may have to do. Now, what is the other thing? I have my notes. And you see, I lasted this long without looking. Okay, so I didn't, in my Singing for a Lifetime, I didn't go real high. I didn't push when we do chest voice. Okay, but I am singing. It's not like I'm not singing and going over songs in the show. You've got to maintain your muscles. But just be aware that if you feel tired, don't push. And that's the other thing, okay, is my lifting in the gym. I'm not lifting as heavy because I lift heavy in the gym. I love lifting. So I'm being extremely cautious because everything is attached and you might strain these muscles here. I'm going down, I'm lifting something up. Be careful. The other thing is taking rest and stress. Stress happens, it affects everything. Your mind is adapting to the focusing. It's talking, okay? Your eyes are talking to your mind. So now the adjustment is happening. So when stress is happening, you're pulling away from the healing and you're working in the mind. Your body is getting upset. Your nerves are all working. So eliminate as much stress as you can. And the biggest thing is getting rest. After the surgery, I rested. Now, I must have been really tired because I'm working a lot, and I fell asleep. I took naps to rest my body. If my body wanted to sleep in the first day, I said, go for it, honey, go, rest. The second day too. And then I worked a little bit. I was told I could work in the computer, so I've been working and doing work in the computer. But even then, I could feel a tiredness happening. So I withdrew. So be intelligent about this. And if there's other impairments, you say, I'm not 65, honey. I don't need this. Okay. You may, and I sure hope you last till over 65, a real long time in this life. This machine lasts a long time. Take care of it. Take care of your voice. Singing is for a lifetime. That's why I made that group, Singing for a Lifetime, because that's what it is. Okay? And did I mention for you to subscribe? Okay. Alrighty. So please remember that rest is so important. You may think, I've got to do the gig. I've got to go on. I can't just not sing. I can't just not work. Sometimes you're called not to work. Sometimes you're called to work. So if you think in those first days especially, okay, in that first week, that you've got to push yourself, don't do it. You're going to be fine. You know, you're going to be alive the next week. It's about taking care of yourself. And if people are pushing you, back them off. It's about you and maintaining your career for your whole life. Look at all the artists, like I said, they're doing great. I think they realize, wow, you know, if these kids can do it, I can do it. And why? Because singing is for a lifetime. Now, if you're having problems and like hoarseness or you've had nodes, one of my students, she had nodes and we got rid of them. You know how? Because she took private lessons and I worked with her, body, mind, and spirit, in working through, and she's great now. She's mentoring a lot of actors and actresses now, young ones coming up. So I want to mentor you in your voice, both the private, personal, it has to be, as well as your professional life. You've got to keep them all on a great par, okay? You got to keep healthy with your vocal folds, with your body. And that's why I did the vocal workout course. It's an online course I made just for vocal workouts. You got to work your voice. Now, again, if you're going through something with your voice, you've gotten hoarse, you've got to back off a bit. But you don't have to back off completely. She kept teaching as well as you know, getting rid of her nodes. They're benign tumors, like Mariah Carey has. They're benign tumors on the free edges of the vocal folds. And she got rid of them. Mine, I didn't sing for 8 months. They receded. They can be healed. The longer you go, though, like Mariah Carey, they're probably really, really calloused now. But look at her. She's learned to work through that. Is that amazing? Okay, I digress. So now, is there anything that I have to say? No, I think we went through it all. Remember, you must be kind to yourself. Know that you're going to get past if you have some problem with your voice. But also now, if you have to have this, you're an elder, you're not older, you're an elder in singing, like me. I'm an elder in singing. I'm singing strong right now. Wow! on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I'm singing really strong. I'm fearless with my singing now because I've got so much under my belt. So you ones that are singing, and you're getting up there in years, your muscles need working. I'll work them. MarquitaWaters.com. Just come there, check out my courses. Check me out for private lessons. But if you have something going on right now, remember to be good to yourself. Be intelligent about it. Cataracts, it's going to take a while for the body to adjust. You must be kind to yourself. You're going to have to rest. You're not going to be able to wear makeup, girls, and you guys too. If you're in the theater, oh my gosh. Okay, but maybe you're far enough away that it won't matter. Ooh, that's great. Okay, then you've got to not lift. You can't stress yourself out. Be kind to yourself. Be cautious. Be intelligent. That's what we're called to do, to really be intelligent about our instrument, about our lives. Okay? All right, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. You tell me, leave a comment. And you've got to subscribe. Okay? Leave a comment. I won't know what's going on in your life, and I really want to know. Okay? All right. Yes. Guess what? It is such a day, yeah. Such a fun day, yeah. Woo! Love ya. Bye-bye. Looking forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.